Welcome to Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show.
Welcome to Tokyo Game Show.
Welcome to Tokyo Game Show.
The North Vietnamese have made public their efforts to defend at all costs an outpost situated on a small valley enclave known as Phu Bai.
So the Vietnam War is waging on behind us. It's settled down a little bit right now. Not many people playing it right at this moment, but we're here with Kevin to talk about Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam. So you were a little bit secretive. What's Vietnam? What does it bring to the table?
So Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam Expansion Pack is a really cool kind of offering that we're coming out with later in the winter. So the first thing you're going to see, actually one of the levels behind us, called Phu Bai Valley. It's one of our 4 brand new levels. We also have 6 new vehicles and 15 new weapons. So all that kind of combined together with a few other cool things such as like new VO and music from the 60s, all kind of creates a really cool, engaging experience that, you know, at the roots, it's Battlefield Bad Company 2, but it's a little different and it feels different as well. And you get in there, it feels like a different type of gameplay, but it still has all those great core elements that people love.
It's a bit of a return to Vietnam for the DICE guys. Of course, Battlefield Vietnam came out earlier.
Yeah.
What is it about this era that makes for a good shooter?
You know, I think a lot of the cool things, so one of the big things that we're noticing as people are coming to play, and just as we play and we enjoy it, is that the setting is a huge thing. So these big lush environments that you have, you know, the Vietnam kind of era, and these like different types of huts and villages, and then the weapons combined in there. You know, one of my favorite things is the American Huey helicopter. You know, we have vehicle gameplay in all Battlefields, you know, and it's always great and it's a cool component of the game. But and that helicopter just feels so nostalgic, and you get out there and people love it, and you can hold 5 guys in a helicopter. It's more than a squad can handle, basically, right? You can get in there and you can turn into this like flying fortress, or you can, you know, use it as like a dive bomber. You can, you know, do so much with the tools that we give you in the game, and people seem to use them differently when it's in that Vietnam style. So we're giving people a brand new type of gameplay, but based on, you know, what they already know and love for Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Speaking of how the gameplay differs, is there anything else like the weapons that mean anything to like the tempo and so on?
Definitely, some of it does. I mean, I would say some of the cool things that we have almost the original, you know, noob tube that people call the M79 Thumper. So it's, you know, a big kind of like big shoot shell. It's great at destroying walls. We have weapons like the AK-47. We have, you know, older versions of sniper rifles. We have the XM22. So there's just a lot of like cool like weapons that you kind of see that are in Battlefield Bad Company 2 as their progressors. You know, they've kind of evolved over the different years, and you get to go back and you kind of use the original weapons in certain ways. So it's kind of cool to have them in there, and it's all specific to that region, that fighting style. So we have things like trenches and kind of foxholes, and so the gameplay is slightly tweaked to fit, you know, an all-encompassing Vietnam experience.
So you said that you're showing off 104 maps here. Could you tell us a little bit about that, or anything else you can tell us about the map?
Sure. So the map's called Phu Bai Valley. It's one of those really kind of, I was talking about the big lush like jungle laps. You're going to see lots of trees. You're going to see like rice fields out in the side, kind of some small villages, and it's conquest mode. So, you know, our typical or our favorite Battlefield mode, almost capture the flag, the regions, you know, as you fight for control of these areas. So you're going to notice each one is slightly different. And there's some that are like kind of big huts. There's some that are like in the middle of a rice field, and of course there's vehicles everywhere. So it's a cool, you know, just new take on. For Battlefield Bad Company 2 in particular, the modes that we already have, putting them in a new setting.
So will there be any new modes, or are you not going to do that?
No new modes planned.
And you said this winter, is it going to come out as a downloadable pack then on all formats?
Yep, correct. Yeah, it's a digital expansion pack, so it will be out for the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC, but coming out in digital.
I mean, the sort of the idea to give out an expansion with a different theme is inspired, and then I don't think that's very common. Would you consider doing more themes after this if it turns out well?
I mean, you know, we love the Battlefield franchise. It's a big, great franchise, so there's lots of options for us always on the table. Right now, we're really focusing on Battlefield Bad Company 2. You know, it's very popular, as we talked about. Great online community. It keeps coming back for more. Right now, you know, the next thing up in the pipeline is Battlefield Bad Company 2 Vietnam. You know, if it comes out well received, you know, there's always other areas for us to explore as well.
And Battlefield 3.
Yes, we're in Battlefield 3.
During the media briefing, CENTCOM provided these choice words. The NVA are about to feel the full wrath of American might.